Hey, what's good with you? Thanks for hopping in the car with Christian Addiction Recovery, the channel where like minded individuals that face similar struggles can come so that we can learn and discuss new ways to live our best life possible and overall become the best versions of ourselves. Alright, I just want to do a quick intro for 2023. Alright, some guys are new to the channels. Hopefully, we'll be picking up a lot more along the way. And just want to put this out there in case people want to find out what this channel is all about. My name is Matthew. I am a peer support specialist in Florida. And what that means, basically, to be a peer support specialist is you have to have struggled with addiction or mental health for some time and then have gone to a recovery center and then be living in recovery for 2 years at least. And so that's where I'm at. Uh, hey, real quick before I go any further, subscribe to the channel. I know I'm just getting started, but hey, I only got how many subscribers there, so I'm not gonna be popping up as your suggested videos unless you smash the like or hit that subscribe button. Either one. Hey, if you don't want to subscribe, hit the like for me. All right, cool. On to the next thing. And the next thing is this. I want to put this disclaimer out there. I will try to remember to add it every few videos or so. This is not therapy. I am offering no medical advice. I am not trying to fix your depression or anything like that. If you are dealing with depression or you are dealing with extreme anxiety or you are dealing with any kind of mental health issues, addiction, the first thing that I can say is go to therapy. Go get some help. That's what helped me. I did go to a facility, but it was a therapy-based facility, and it was the therapy that was able to help me be able to talk about my past without shame and disgust. You see, some of you may know a little bit about my testimony, and some of you may not, but I had an encounter that should not have happened when I was about 10 years old, and it brought me a lot of shame. And I just almost immediately went into a deep depression. Now, I was pretty good at covering up that depression and faking it until I could make it. So I put on a happy face and did everything that I was supposed to do, but I started stealing, I started lying a lot, I started creating this whole double life. And when drugs and alcohol entered into the scene, that double life even became more extreme. Uh, I would go to church. That's the life that I wanted, but I was just torn inside. And when I would get high or I'd get drunk or buzzed or whatever, I didn't feel that depression. I didn't feel that crushing anxiety. So that's why I became an addict. And I was not an addict that was like out on the streets and struggling and having to use every day, but I was an addict in the sense that I could not get clean and stay clean. I would have these stints where I was sober, but I didn't find healing, so the stints of soberness were filled with depression and they didn't last long, and eventually I found myself using again. But when I went to the facility that I was so blessed and honored to have the privilege of going to, I learned that it was possible to reprogram the way I thought, reprogram my reality, as it were. And so that is why I am doing this channel. I did these things. I learned how to do it. I put in the work and I was able to change my life. And that's why I wanted to start this channel, is to aid you in your transformation. Again, you're going to need therapy. You're going to need something to get it kick started. But this channel is to help give you the tools to keep it going. Okay? And you may say, I didn't deal with addiction. I don't deal with depression. I don't have anything to recover from. And I would have to say to that, you, my friend, are worse off than anyone if you think that there's nothing to recover from. Because we were born into a life of sin, and unless you are Christ himself, then you have done things in your life to bring shame upon yourself. And the enemy tries to use our past against all of us. So unless you've learned how to, now some people do process traumas better than other people. So you may be one of those people that handles it really well, and if so, you probably aren't clicking on this recovery channel. But those of us that are clicking on this recovery channel are those of us that have struggled. Okay? But there's hope for all of us. And regardless of what you are coming back from or recovering from, whether it be an internet addiction, whether that's porn or just social media, or whether that's an alcohol addiction, whether that's just social drinking and you can't seem to stop, or flat out getting so drunk that you end up in the hospital, or drugs, it doesn't really matter. If there's things that you would like to get out of your life and you cannot get them out of your life, then that's a problem. Okay? So that's what recovery is about. Living in recovery is like living in redemption. Okay? God saved us and He gave us a new life, but it is up to us to live that life that He's given us. And it's not easy. It's not easy in this world. You're going to get slapped around left and right in this world. But what we do on this channel, what you do in therapy, or a good therapist should do, is to help you learn how to get slapped around and keep going. And some of the ways that I'm going to help you in your recovery process is we are going to start going through some of the tools that I learned in as far as like CBT, which is cognitive behavior training. And those are just some tools that help you slow down and help you think ahead and plan out your action and to be intentional as opposed to reactionary. The other thing that I'm going to try to do more this year is teach you actual mindfulness practices. I know I talk about mindfulness a lot, and but we're actually going to go through a lot of those practices very soon. So I want to teach you some CBT, I want to teach you some mindfulness, and I want to help you build your testimony. Okay? We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So we need to learn how to talk about our past as in that's who we used to be, not who we are. So we need to learn how to not let our past define us. Be not conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That is how you do it. That is how you change your life. That is how you live the way that you're supposed to be. Is by not being conformed to the patterns of this world. And all this technology conforms us to the patterns of this world. So we need to learn how to live with this technology and not let it conform us. And better yet, let us be transformed by learning new things and by going against the ways of this world. Hey, if you didn't yet, go ahead and smash the like for me one time. Either smash the like or subscribe. Do that for me. It does. I don't know how hard it is for you to click on that little button, but it means a great deal to me. So I really appreciate it. I'm going to catch you next time. Stick around on this channel. We're going to learn some stuff this year. It's going to be a little bit more productive year than last year. And hopefully we can all take great steps in our recovery process and level up to the next level. Become more like the child of God that we've been called to be, and just be content in ways that we never thought possible. All right, I'm going to catch you next time. Peace.